What's going on YouTube? This is Roger here from the Kind Reef, and I have a video that I'm going to talk about my problems I'm having with SPS. Any of you that have SPS dominant tanks, you'll know that they're very, very finicky, and if one thing's out of whack, everything can go south. While at the same time, everything else will look just fine. So LPS, clams, ZOAs, those all look fine, but SPS can go downhill very rapidly. So I want to take you through kind of the encounter that I had with this tank, and hopefully you guys can learn from it and prevent making the same mistake and avoid making the same mistake. I think that's the right term. So a few weeks ago, I noticed some of my corals were starting to slow tissue necrosis. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically where flesh from the base slowly starts to peel off, very slowly. Anything from a millimeter a week to, entire sections of a coral in a matter of days. Now, there's a difference between rapid tissue necrosis and slow tissue necrosis. Rapid tissue, whole other video, I'll do that later. Slow tissue necrosis is usually associated with salinity shifts, DKH levels out of whack, magnesium, ionic imbalances, pests, stuff like that. But specifically, my tank went through the wrong DKH buffer level with in relation to the nutrient bioload. So now, a lot of you guys at home probably run your DKH around 8 to 12, anywhere from there. And this tank actually has a DKH of 7, which is the goal. It's actually I want it to have a DKH of 7. Because if it's a low nutrient system and if there's a lot of DKH in the water, the corals just can't handle it and they start to necrose, specifically SPS. So now my tank ran into the problem where it had a low nutrient environment, but it still had a high DKH of 8.3. So I know I made that sound a little confusing. Low nutrient tanks like low DKH, close to natural seawater, so 7.0 to 7.3. High nutrient tanks can handle a higher DKH. Here we go. That makes more sense. So, if you guys can see, this algae on the back wall here, underneath the vortex there, that is all the algae that's grown since I set up the tank. So, the side walls have a little bit more on them, but for the most part, this algae has never been soaked, just the front glass. So, I have no excess nutrients. I have no bubble algae, no hair algae, no any algae like that. And if you guys remember, I showed you a video of my fuge before, where the algae wasn't growing. Let's take you down there now, and you can see I'm on my heels, guys, so if I'm shaking. It's just not growing very quickly. It's not exporting any nutrients at all because there's just nothing for it to export. So I want to take you through some of the changes I'm going through with this tank to help alleviate my slow tissue necrosis problems. The biggest being the lighting change, dosing change, and skimmer changes. Now, let's start. What did I go in order? Lighting changes. So let's go in order. Up top, I have 6x39 watt ATI fixture. These things are super efficient, super bright, very, very powerful fixtures. I didn't realize just how powerful they were until I basically killed everything. Not everything, but a lot of my SPS. 234 total watts are going into about 60 gallons. I'm not sure on power levels. I should really, really want to check. But right now, from the change I changed it down to 4 bulbs. So now I have a 2 bulb kind of sunrise, and then it's on 4 bulbs for 6 or 7 hours, and then it's down to dusk for 2 bulbs, and then it's off for the night. So it used to be 2 bulbs, and then 4 bulbs, then all 6 bulbs, then 4 bulbs, then 2 bulbs, then off. Now it's 2, 4, 2, off. So I decreased the lighting a lot. So if anything kind of bronze out, I can always move the fixture down, but adding, what is that, 60, 70, yeah, almost 78 more watts just doesn't seem plausible when I could just move the fixture down. I didn't realize how powerful these fixtures really were until I was way too late. The next change, dosing change. I'm actually trying to get this tank back down to 7.0. Right now it's at 8.3, and I did a water change with Frag Tank water, which is about 7.3, and that brought it down like 0.2. So I really have to wait for it to just consume itself naturally and get back. In the meantime, I hope nothing slow tissue necrosis. If it does, I'll be kind of mad, and I have no other way to get the GKH down because Aquavitro mixes at like 9.0, so I'm not exactly sure how to get it down otherwise, or I'd have to use pure Frag Tank water, which might mess up the Frag Tank. I don't know. It's a very delicate process, but my goal was to have it naturally fall down. The next change I did to the tank, via Apex, I run the skimmer 12 hours a day, and you can see this is two days of 12 hours. So that's how much crap it's pulling out. That is amazing. Out of 48 hours, that's how much it's pulled out. So now you can just tell that's all of those nutrients that I'm trying to put back into the system. That's what it's pulling out. So as a result, or to counter that, I turned it off. It runs 12 hours, runs from midnight to noon, and then turns off. If you guys are wondering, it does affect the water level in the sump slightly. I have stickers here. It's a little off. I have to move the sticker down. But it's not that much of a level. It goes from the middle of the sticker down to the top of that sticker. So it's not much. So it won't cause that much of a salinity shift, I hope. But people on the forum said it would be okay. So I went ahead and did that. Yeah, so I guess that's my journey battling my slow tissue necrosis. I'm sure a lot of you guys have had this problem before, and there's so many things that can cause it, so many things that can fix it, and sometimes you just don't know what it is. But on the brighter side of things, oh my god, I didn't clean the glass in front of the frag rack, but you can see my strawberry shortcake is encrusting all this super glue again. Yay. A lot of them are just doing so well. Like my Soharsenai, Fragile Deepwater doing fine, Pink Stag doing fine, Nasuda fine. Monty's looking a little brown, but it was getting shaded by the granulosa before, so now I might get more light. I'm pretty sure it's an Aquanana. That's doing fine. Tort fine. Clam fine. Everything's doing fine except for my oldest SPS colonies, which couldn't handle it anymore. So, yeah. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, recommendations, leave them down in the comment section below. And I hope you guys are enjoying your tanks. Stay warm. It's supposed to get cold here in the Midwest, where all of you guys are, but it's going to be like -10 tomorrow, and I'm excited. Not really. But I did have a couple of videos that I was going to make to this weekend, but with all the hassle fragging and emergency fragging and gluing and all that stuff, I just forgot about it. And I'll try and make one. If I do make one, it'll be up later this week. If I don't, it will be up Saturday. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Again, bye.